Greetings, fellow beings. Ho, it is a tremendous Tuesday, a terrific Tuesday. It's it's a lot of fun anyway. And you should check out the video I did this morning with WDW Pro. It's incredible. It was a lot of fun talking about why Disney went about hiring an executive level PR person that just happens to be a crisis PR person, or at least while they're on the hunt for that. And some other things that have been happening there, indicating that maybe it's not so lovely there at the moment. Do check out that video. It's got a lot of valuable information in there that Pro did source. Oh my gosh, we've got so much going on today. Lots of stories, 19 stories to get through, plus a little bit of bonus time today. We're only going to have about 20 minutes though, unfortunately. Maybe a little longer depending, but I've got so much going on. I've got a lot of people in the chat, some great super chats already, and Alpha's here with his membership comment of the month saying, "Hey, Culture, this is my first 6-minute daily." Well, thank you for being here, Alf. I truly, truly appreciate it. We've got so many more of you here in the chat, so let's say hi to each and every one of you. Let's confirm that we've got Weatherman in the house. Vulcan lives. We've got it's Nostalgic Provocateur, SFX. F314 Sabretooth Raptor. That is so hard to say. Joseph Dredd is in the house as well. We got Vince Womack joining us. There's Captain Phantom Nerd. What is up, my friend? Darren Hughes is out there wrenching away. I appreciate that. And so many more. I've got Vince Womack also over on Odysee. I've got people over on Rumble. I've got people on Twitter. Hi, Twitter. And so many more folks. I appreciate that. We've got people on Minds. Evil Ramen is here. We've got Catsith saying, hello. Hello there. Hope you're doing well. The Bat Cap. Hail all. Extra time today. That's right. It's like a soccer match, only better. The score goes up faster. And Shoemake is in the house. Great to see you, dear. Good morning. Finally catching live once again. I hate when I miss it live. It's going to be a great day. I think it's going to be an incredible day. It's going to be an amazing day. There's Dad Man Walkin 55. Check out Dad Man Walkin. He's great. Covers a wide variety of stuff, including some sports balls, Fortnite, you name it. Lots of fun stuff there. Even shares his adventures, his travels with you. And I really love to be able to travel vicariously through others, since oftentimes my butt is in this chair. But Snartapoopas Q Burr is in the house, my favorite polar bear. We've got a couple other folks sneaking in from up north, like Randall Orser. Good to see you. And Tender Warrior 68 is here. Greetings. Happy terrific Tuesday. Depending on how long bonus that goes, I may have to bow out early due to second round interview. Oh, I hope it is a good one, my friend. I hope it rocks. And I hope you land it. I love that. Getting called in for a follow-up is always a good sign. Shrap 3D is in the house. Great to see you, my friend. Let's see. Who else popped in? A few other folks like Black Saber. What is up? I'm Knuff to be here. Yes, you are. Everybody's Knuff to be here. You are all Knuff in my mind. Philip M is more than Knuff with a generous $10 super chat. This is one of two, so he's got two of these. Holy cow! Because of the weakness of your human nature, I'm using the illustration of slavery to help you understand all of this. Previously, you let yourselves be slaves to impurity and lawlessness, which led ever deeper into sin. Now you must give yourselves to be slaves to righteous living so that you will become holy. Romans 6:19. That's right. Thank you for that, Philip. I appreciate that. Very generous, $20 in total in super chats. And again, very appreciated, my friend. But again, unnecessary. And like I said, you just helped me improve the studio, which is getting a massive improvement, hopefully the end of this week. So courtesy of all of you. Dave G Sound is in the house. Of course, we've got Darius Munchausen hanging out with us. DS Ford, who's been here for a long time. What's up, my friend? Spaceship Vampire Barney Fife is here with his one bullet. We got Pat S in the house. There's my man Zax. Check out Zax's shows. He's got some upbeat, fun stuff that goes on over there. Let's see. I said hi to DS. We got but Pat's important because he helps a lot of other channels, so he should get more credit for what he does. Shrek PMC is in the house. Darius Munchausen, what is up, my friend? Boosh! I'm definitely keeping my shirt on, bro. We're good. Francisco Pena is here. Good morning. So many more, and we need to go. Horseradish power. Shadow Chaser. Al Humphreys checking in from across the pond. I will see you later on Mr. H's Hcast, your favorite podcast. Can't wait for today's show. Manolo Rivera's in the house. Hola, mi gente. Hello, everybody. Hello. Fat Elvis, smash that phone. Jared Markham. Pete. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it. Is it a terrific Tuesday? Today is September 5th, 2023, and we only have, another, 26 days of this month. I'm excited, though, because we're going to fill them with great things. I may be filling them from remote locations with great things, so be on the lookout for that. Let's start with our first story of the day, which starts with X. That's right. X is going to give it to you. In this case, owner Elon Musk is actually threatening a lawsuit against the ADL. In fact, he said today, updating this story a little bit from yesterday evening, he said today that he's going to release everything about the ADL and who they try to cancel all the time and silence and censor and everything else. This is going to get spicy. He believes that they cost him up to $22 billion. That's no bueno. And if he can prove it, which it sounds like he's got plenty of evidence to do so, he could bankrupt the ADL. If he gets them for just $4 billion, he could bankrupt the ADL. And maybe one of these groups is going to be held accountable for a lot of misinformation. Bill Maher pushes back on Joe Rogan. Okay. They had an interesting exchange if you had a chance to check the podcast. But they were speaking on real time, and Rogan is like, look, they're equally flawed dudes, but obviously Maher's not having any of that. So sometimes he makes excellent claims. Sometimes he just is not bound in facts. I do know this. The facts seem to point towards an alleged domestic issue between Julio Urias and his lovely wife. That's a real shame. And it looks like he's going to get a vacation, not paid. Amongst other things. Amazon's Thursday Night Football Nielsen ratings are under fire. Why? Because they are hot garbage. They are not doing well. And you're going to see some major criticism thrown at Nielsen because they apparently are the bad guy because they are telling everybody this. And everybody says, no, we're doing much better. We know you guys lie. We know you lie. Disney lies. Everybody lies. It comes to those rating things. But I know this. No lie when it comes to Stones announcing Hackney Diamonds. It's their first studio album in 18 years. That's right. It's been a long, long time. These guys have been around forever. Consider this. I think Mick Jagger is older than Biden and still up there rocking it. Sean P. Diddy Combs reassigns all his music publishing rights right back to the artist that made his label happen. That's right. That's Notorious B.I.G.'s estate, Maze, and Faith Evans, not to mention several others. And, he's doing this on the cusp of receiving a Global Icon Award. And his performance will be forthwith at MTV's VMAs. So, yep. A lot of things going on with him. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's got an incurable illness or something, but at least he's found some level of humanity that other producers have not. Sweet Emotion, Philadelphia, as Aerosmith starts their farewell tour. I hope that is an enjoyable one for them last time around. The United Auto Workers clash with the big three automakers is going to cause major problems for them. They want a 46% pay raise, a 32-hour work week, and yet still be paid for 40. And they want a restoration of all traditional pension benefits. We'll see how that works out. Biden is celebrating Labor Day yesterday with unions and job creation and division in the workforce, because division is what this man is all about. So I'm sure that was a lot of fun. Atlanta Fed president, right? Federal banking, Raphael Bostic foresees interest rates staying higher for longer. That's right. We're going to try to make this as inconvenient and uncomfortable as possible, especially for people that are existing on adjustable rate mortgages. There's a lot of business factors that play into the economy, factory orders, services, and layoffs. We're starting to see these things tell a different tale of a very, very souring economy. We were already pretty sour. We already, by the older definition, we're in a recession for quite some time. They're going to have to start to admit the recession's the real thing now. Qantas boss retires early after allegations the Australian airlines sold tickets for canceled flights. Yes, well, they did. I mean, it's more than allegations. And so he bailed out. But he's not the only one plagued by scandal. There are many people, including this guy here. The Ireland police chief had to resign because, well, several things, including not protecting data. That's right. Huge data breach in Northern Ireland of people's information. The current occupant in the presidential office in Russia says that he won't renew the grain deal until the West meets his demands, which means, guess what? Any boat trying to transport any of that when the deal ends is going to be taken out or confiscated. Not a good sign for the rest of Europe. You've got Tesla allowing no hands driving with autopilot for longer periods of time. So obviously regulators are going to question that. You should question why you're not having an equal care for all companies in the United States when it comes to funding and tax credits. But that's an entirely other conversation. And finally, a Spanish cheese breaks the world record. It was auctioned off for $32,000. The wheel of I'm gonna be bad at this name. Cabreras cheese broke a world record. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. It was a 4.8 pound wheel of cheese. Guess that's blue cheese. Weird. Anyway, that's it for the stories for the day, and I'm out of time. So I've got a little bit of bonus time coming up though, so don't go anywhere. A couple of things to get through today. So be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and all of that. And hang out.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
And on that note, I'm gonna have to update these member credits one more time because we got more members. Thanks for your support, guys. It really does help. Oh, let me tell you. I'm pretty excited. I've been excited for a while. There's a lot of great things happening in the background. I'm looking forward to all the meetups that are going to happen here soon. I'm looking forward to FNT this week from Europe. That's going to be fantastic. I'm just pumped. Today's videos are going to be a lot of fun. I didn't even promote the first one, I don't think. I'm going to have to promote the second one, though, so pay mine to social media and to the community tab here. Make sure all notifications are turned on so you don't miss anything. Hail the 199! And let's jump over into bonus time. All right. Ooh, look at that. My camera mount is showing. Hang on. Got to fix that. And you can see my coffee cup and some of my hats, because I have the universe of hats in front of me right now. I even have one of the boss's pink hats for fighting cancer. Oh my gosh, you guys, you are so great. So much appreciate you. Morgan King, you're fine. You didn't miss anything. You can rewind, watch later. What's up, Dean Krantz? Got a whole lot of people that popped in, like Philip Gaming. Doug's here. What's up, Doug? The cheese story doesn't get that. That's some sweet cheddar. You know what? You're right. That is some sweet cheddar, except it's blue cheese. I don't think blue cheese. I mean, sometimes if you crumble it, it's like good on salad, but it's good in like limited doses. But I think that'll work. Plus, we got $20 worth of super chat from our good friend Philip M. So you know what? I think we deserve some sweet cheddar.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
That's right. We got some extra time with penalties. Yes, I am. I'm very close up. Somebody asked me the other day, do you not have wrinkles? Yes, I have wrinkles. The camera, I mean, I'm washed out by the lights and everything else here. And the studio is getting rearranged this coming weekend as well. I will be on the road for a few days, so you will get some on the road stuff. That usually is a little bit more unflattering with the lighting. But no, I do have wrinkles. So at my age, you're going to have wrinkles. Your wrinkles will start to have wrinkles, to be fair. But we got extra time and then penalties. That's right. Is Ajmali's like bonus time? Hey, Professor Haitian, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I mean, it's okay to miss. You got the lovely Penny out there. Penny. Do I sound like Loki yet? I missed Loki this morning because I was recording a video with Pro. I'll go back and watch it. Darius Munchausen sends me a cup of coffee. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. That's like one of my favorite super stickers. And you're funny because you'll send that one and then like a box of popcorn randomly. So it's like fantastic. I guess that particular blue cheese is worth that much. I thought it was called Roquefort. Is that not right? Oh, blue cheese is great with wings. That's right, Blue Tiger, indeed. But yeah, and I'll crumble it onto some salad. But it's a limited dose thing for me. Yeah, I mean, I like savory foods. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really like a quality, deep red wine, like a Pinot Noir, something with a very dry finish and such. But yeah, blue cheese in small doses. Yeah, I think Morgan King is here. I saw him. Oh wow, Terry Smoochie has won there $2. Is bonus time. That's right. Weatherman's like shotgun on the road trip. Nah, yeah, no. One of my siblings is getting remarried, so it's gonna be a good time. Fletch, what's up, Fletch? You've been crushing it. Love your opinions lately, dude. Didn't I say Roquefort? I thought I did. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I thought, Mick. Thanks. Yeah, Roquefort is just another name for blue cheese. Yeah, see, you need some good horseradish. That's what you need. Blue Stilton is great on steak. Yeah. I'm a butter guy. I'm a good butter guy. Or I like on my boneless prime ribs cuts, I like sauteed onions and mushrooms, preferably wild mushrooms. But yeah, fantastic. Yeah, butter is good on steak. Oof. Velveeta. All right, guys, we'd actually have some stories today I want to get to, at least one anyway. I know we're going to have a limited bonus time here. So yeah, butter on steak. Yeah, you guys are killing me. Okay, let's get to it if I can find it. I do this all the time. I put the story in the back. I can't find it. Where did it go? Oh no. There it is. All right, we've got that one. Hollywood knows they're in trouble. A lot of the trade magazines knows Hollywood in trouble. A lot of the trade magazines are completely on the actors and writers and all the people sides publicly, and yet they still kind of toe the line when it comes to the promotion of the film industry itself and the studios. That's kind of what they do. So they really are speaking out of both sides of their face, and that's fine. It's just you can't take anything that is said there with any level of seriousness, because their motivations are questionable one way or the other, and that's fine. That exists in the world everywhere, especially in business. I came across a story today doing a bit of research, and we may cover that as well. But 40% of hiring managers lie to job applicants during the course of the interview. They lie to them about compensation, about things like work-life balance, et cetera, et cetera. That's 40%. It's insane. And that's considered an acceptable practice. Of the people who lie, they're able to pull in about 92% of the candidates that they make proposals to. Some of them even lie during the course of in the acceptance letter and the compensation agreement. That's just disappointing. Yeah. Boosh, what's up? Boosh said no. Hang on. Hollywood lies about literally everyone. That's true, I guess. Yes, from that perspective, Boosh, you're right. But anyway, no, I mean, again, I'm looking at all these statistics. And again, the numbers that I'm giving you from the hiring managers, they're admitting to that. That's as part of a survey. So you have to consider it would be even more, right? But you're often lied to on a daily basis. Yeah, they I'm sure misinformation, people would be like out there and they'd take umbrage with the statement, except that it's, factual. Anyway, we'll move on to this particular thing. Right now, the fall movie preview is bleak, doesn't look good. You have basically Taylor Swift to look forward to if you're a Swiftie. That's it. And this is funny because when this ran yesterday morning, it was after the 6 Minute Daily, so I didn't grab it. But so we had things to look forward to. We had Dune Part 2. We had Kraven the Hunter. Those are both gone now. You have Taylor Swift's thing, which is made movies look ridiculous. And you had like what the rescue of the summer, which was Barbenheimer, to be fair. But we have this film to look forward to for some. The second one was a letdown, so I imagine this one is equally disappointing. But My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 looks a little rough. You lost a bunch of people who passed away that aren't going to be in this. Then you have A Haunting in Venice. This is the weirdest film ever because this is being marketed like a horror film, but it's an Agatha Christie mystery. So I'm still lost in why they were going about doing that. And if you've seen the trailer, it's so misleading until you see Poirot. Expendables 4. This could be interesting, but I'm not sure it's going to break the bank. And none of these three movies that we've seen so far are going to rescue the fall box office. And there's not much else coming up in winter either. You've got The Kill Room. This one's going to be probably not well received. You've got The Creator. This might be a sleeper hit, a blockbuster in the making, quite possibly, especially with the $85 million budget that they were able to shoot this with, guerrilla style. And I have to tell you, it looks phenomenal, at least the trailers do. Saw will do okay. And like all horror movies, because its budget is lower, it will do better, at least as far as profitability. This I don't think is going to be great. Dumb Money. This has potential. This could be a sleeper. It looks pretty good. And Paul Dano, it looks like he's nailed this character. She Came to Me. I have little hope for this to do well. The Exorcist Believer. This is going to depend on word of mouth. So far, it's underwhelming to me, but I may see it. Foe. I've heard nothing about this film. Ordinary Angels. Have you guys heard of any of these? Probably not. Taylor Swift. This is the thing that's going to knock everybody off their shoes on October 13th. It's going to do very well. And the people who actually made it to the concerts are going to go and see this again and again. So this is going to do very well. This will be probably one of the biggest concert films ever. And yeah. Killers of the Flower Moon. If they could get everybody to shut up, this film might be okay. My expectation is that it's not going to do okay. We'll see how it works out. Scorsese is Scorsese. It does have Robert De Niro in it. We'll see how it goes. I have low expectations for that as far as cinematic performance in the box office. Radical, this is not going to do great. Five Nights at Freddy's, this is not going to do very well, unfortunately, based on what I hear, but I could be wrong on this one. Maybe everybody is going to be inspired to see it because of the game. This is going to not do great, but it probably will make a profit. The Parisian version, I have no idea what this is. The Marvels. There you go. We're all the way to November, and this will be the only thing that people are going to talk about. I don't know if they're going to go see it. I don't know if they're going to go see it. And then, kind of the calendar like fell apart. The Holdovers looks good. That looks like an old school film. It looks like something they don't make anymore. Looks like a true indie. Dream scenario. I don't know. I feel bad that Nicolas Cage looks that rough. But again, hopefully it's just for the role. And then this thing. Nobody likes this chick anymore. So I have a feeling Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, releasing a week after, I believe, the Marvels, is going to split the tiny little niche audience that both of those films appeal to. Final Monkey thinks Friday, Five Nights at Freddy's will do all right. Well, that's fine. This will do all right for an animated picture. Probably clear 400 to 550 million in its global run, maybe more. Next Goal wins. This will appeal to a certain crowd. Not sure who. Napoleon. This is a weird one because it's a hybrid release, from what I understand. I don't know. And then Wish, the film that Disney's releasing that nobody's heard of, has done a terrible job at marketing itself and has a decent chance of being another flop for Disney at the end of the year. So there you are. There you are. Yeah, Friday Nights is PG-13. I hope it does well. Please don't get me wrong. I thought the games were great, so don't get me wrong. Yeah, the kids love that. There's no doubt about it. You guys are right. I'm just saying. I'm worried. I'm worried how it's going to translate on screen. It's going to need good word of mouth. Almost all horror films need good word of mouth. Meg Ryan does look a little odd now. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, the kids love Friday Night at Freddy's. How we see that? Five Nights at Freddy's. That's right. Yeah. It's a real shame. It's a real shame. Yeah, Expendables 4, I'm going to see. I'm going to see. I will see because I have to. Marvels, but the creator's the one I'm looking forward to. They really did take off the board the thing that I wanted badly, which is Dune 2. But hey, doesn't matter. Yeah, Godzilla -1 looks amazing. If you've seen the trailer, watch Mr. H's reaction to the trailer from yesterday. That was great. Let's see. People are talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, good, because I haven't heard anything yet. I thought, me and Tom. This is the other thing. When I hear stuff about films, oftentimes other people haven't even heard about them yet. And so when I'm not hearing much, that makes me worried about their future. So if you guys are hearing stuff, Spaceship Vampire, that's great news. I saw Mexican Iron Man dropped a 27-month member chat. Let's see if we can find that and say thank you. Here it is. Mexican Iron Man, member for 27 months. One of my biggest supporters and a great friend says, new show, High Dive Casino. Oh, that's cool. Live stream where casino does flips and twirl dives into Olympic pool. The twist, the pool's filled with hundreds of electric eels that are also very hungry. You always have me at the beginning of these, Mike. I don't have the world's best heart. So electricity, water, me, that doesn't seem like it's going to work out well for me. I'm just saying. I do look fuzzy. I don't know what's going on with the camera. Sometimes when I change scenes in OBS, it'll do that. So I feel fuzzy. Oh, yeah. Not to mention the fact that the green screen is because I'm so close up right now. Here, I'll solve that. There you go. Less fuzzy. There. Less fuzzy. Still, it's struggling today. I don't know what's going on. Probably the lighting. Yeah, you guys are funny in the chat. Yeah, it'll be a very shocking experience. Mexican Iron Man is truly a legendary YouTuber. I want to say a few things real quick for those of you that were concerned with the show that was done on Sunday night. I'll let you know I was too. I don't appreciate when people attack each other, and I'm just going to leave the comments at that. I can assure you other things will be a little bit more controlled in the future with people being empowered to stop those things that they're happening that I may have been unaware of as well, because some things were brought to my attention I didn't know were going on. So there's that. Listen to me. The spice must flow. That's right. I cannot wait for Dune 2. I hope you guys are too. Yeah. Hey, Luis. What's up, man? Hello. Thanks for the dailies. Thanks for being here, my friend. What camera do I use? Right now there's 3 different cameras in this room. I'm only using 2 of them. I've got the OBSBot 4K, tiny 4K that does my pan, tilt, zoom, all that there. That one's going to be converted to an HDMI source, so it'll be an even higher quality than it is now. I will be able to go up in 4K at some point in the future. Not just and if I want to do that live, I have to do it from a professional production board, which is also something that we're going to be having here in the future. And then I've got one of the Logitech, everybody's got it cameras, yeah, that one works great. It's the one that most YouTubers have. And then the other camera is just a regular a photo camera that it doubles as a video camera. So I have an actual 4K video camera that I use for shooting shots when I'm doing DIY stuff outside, so I can have 3 or 4 cameras set up. So for what it's worth. Hey, what's up, National Disgrace? Good to see you. Oh, thank you, Mikey. How nice of that. Great YouTuber and live streamer. I try to be, my friend. I want to talk a little bit about some other stuff too. Yeah, chat was attacked. Yeah, that was not good. And believe me, the person that did that's probably going to have a period where they suffer for that. And I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad for everything. I really do. That's all I want to say. Really, truly. I don't want to get into it. I don't like drama at all. 4K beard. Yeah. I got this new beard oil that that may end up being the one that actually makes it into my beard product line. And it is really, really good. So we'll see. My face is starting to rehydrate because, by the way, beards pull hydration from your face. So you really want to do that. 5 nights at Cultures with puppets. I would love that. That'd be so great. Maybe I can get them to do that. Let me reach out to that. It's good to see you, Dolu. It's good to see you. What's up, Jacob Ironside? It's good to see all of you. I miss you guys. I love the daily live streams during the weekdays. I would do them on the weekend, but I just don't have the time. And I have commitments on Sunday that those are important. So, it's like the 910C or what? I don't know. It's like the 910C, I think is what it is. But yeah. It's just, and that's just I think it's just a 10. Yeah, it's a 1080p camera. I had this other really weird 4K camera that worked great, and then all of a sudden it didn't anymore. And I travel with a couple of other different webcams, so that when we do live shows on the road with multiple people, I can take different shots. Because one of the things you learn real quickly with USB webcams is you have too many of the same cam, OBS won't recognize it if you're doing a multi-camera shoot because it thinks it's the same cam. So it only addresses that one. I think that might have to do with the USB hub that it routes through. But like I said, I'm going to alleviate that problem and go HDMI. Memes. I love drama. I don't memes, but I love you. Look at you guys. I love it. You guys are so great. I have the best chat. I'm very thankful, grateful. Anyway, I want to jump into another story that I think is kind of important because we are on limited time today. We've been talking about this for a while. The most popular shows on streaming services are oftentimes nothing that they've made that's new. There are exceptions to that for sure, but streaming services don't offer quality anymore. The only thing they have of quality is their older stuff. And so why are 3 shows always dominating the streaming charts? Well, because they're like some of the good ones. I mean, Grey's Anatomy is obvious to me why that dominates. I mean, that's a weekly, soap opera that, is based on a procedural. It's kind of 2 things in one. So it's very appealing. I mean, you've got, and you have a wide range of women that really appreciate the show. Women are more interested in people than they are in things. So there's that. NCIS, it appeals to both men and women, but primarily men, because this is also a procedural. It does have some soap opera elements in there. You have a continuing storylines that are loosely woven in, but largely, I mean, it got to its point of prominence because it was a procedural. So that's just the truth of it. It's also really well written. It's got good actors, film quality actors in it all the time. And then obviously Coco Melon. It's aimed at kids. It's a dominant kids program. And it's, it is what it is. And there's a reason why these are in the top 10 more than any other projects. You know what else is in the top 10 now regularly? Obviously Bluey. And that's on Disney Plus. But guess what? They don't own Bluey. That's a licensed property. Their stuff doesn't stay in the top 10 when they release it. It's there for a little while. If they're lucky, sometimes they don't perform very well. And so, these are the reasons. I mean, Nielsen began releasing with the weekly streaming charts 3 years ago. That's in that 157 weeks, those 3 series have made the rankings in the top 10 more than any other titles. And they're all old. So if you analyze 3 years of rankings, which only cover TV set viewing in the US, a few patterns become clear. The most obvious one is that because of the way Nielsen calculates streaming viewing, the total time spent watching all episodes of a series, shows with big libraries have a distinct advantage. Well, of course they do. Not to mention the fact that it tells you what people are willing to binge. See, this is the part that they're not talking about. So of the 12 titles that have spent the most times in the rankings, 6, Grey's Anatomy, NCIS, Criminal Minds, Supernatural, Gilmore Girls, and Big Bang Theory, are current or former broadcast series with at least 150 episodes. 7th, Heartland has been running in Canada since 2007 and has more than 230 episodes. Yeah. Again, it's going to be quite obvious as to why these things happen mathematically. And I appreciate the fact that they're trying to do this analysis. But at the end of the day, all they're really doing is reinforcing the idea that people want to watch high quality programming. I'm curious what you guys think. Oh, yeah, definitely. Make Jacob blush by visiting him at his YouTube channel. Indeed. Yeah. Thank you, Vulcan Loves. I appreciate it. I'm still going to say Vulcan Lives Matter because I like that. I think it's funny. It weren't me, Pete says. Yeah. Life's such a blur. I feel that. Yeah, I have to shave because I couldn't spend the time taking care of my beard. Look, one of the things that's really important to me with the line of products I'm developing, which I'm committed to getting out way before Christmas this year, is that they're of high quality and not, ridiculous salon expense. So they're going to be slightly more expensive because they're all organic, but I don't want people to break the bank trying to take care of their hair, body, and beard and other stuff. So I'm not going to sell razors, though. I think the razor market's saturated. It depends on the situation, oil or wax. Oil a lot, wax for control occasionally. If I know that I'm going out, have this really effective balm, but I'm very careful in how I manage my beard. But I use a lot of oil for management. I also have a weird beard conditioner that has a bergamot scent that I'm trying to secure as one of the products that I can sell. It smells really good. And yes, there will be, of course, sandalwood. So if you want that, freshly cared for hippie smell, then I've got you covered there too. It's a masculine scent. Dave Sargent, please don't use puppets. Okay. Let's see. You guys. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of fun today over on Mr. H's thing. He already sent me the topics, so I'm putting the stingers together, and I'm stoked. I'm stoked. Yeah, The Office and Friends, obvious, right? The Office is like there all the time. Friends is there all the time. I love like I said, go back in time, TV was better. TV now, lectures, propaganda. You want to know why you turned away generations? Because you were trying to social engineer them, and their lived experience, if they've actually been out in the world, is different. If they've been coddled or helicopter parented or just been subjected to, the four walls of whatever institution they've been put in, whether that be a school or whatever, you know, you have the chance of stamping out a bunch of mindless zombies, but the reinforcement product television wasn't particularly compelling. And if anybody was outside of any of those institutional walls, including the corporate world, then they recognized they recognized this isn't real. This isn't good. So you end up with people turning back in time to shows like MASH, The Office, Friends, Seinfeld. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, I think the last little bit of compelling television probably was Breaking Bad. So there's that. I don't think a lot of people watch a lot of broadcast television anymore. I mean, we're seeing the rates of cable and satellite subscription drop dramatically, which is why I think we've come to loggerheads with a lot of corporations trying to adjust their carriage deals with their carriers, their distributors, and the distributors like balking and saying no. Again, part of the conversation that Pro and I have now had twice on WDW Pro's channel in video form. Today's is great. You guys should check that out. You guys are awesome. Polly Perrette went way off the deep end. She did, but like early on in her career and in that show, she was great. See, this is the problem now. I mean, you can be as radically wackadoodle as you want to be, as long as you don't tell anybody about it in Hollywood. But unfortunately, just getting a job in Hollywood is like a struggle session, from what I've been told. So yeah, I mean, who wants to be subjected to that? Which is why we have to build the independent movement faster. We need to support people who are doing stuff independently. I like what's happening with the organizations that are helping with that, like Blaze and stuff like that. But maybe build a platform. Maybe build a platform differently, so that somebody's not tied into some of these contracts that I hear are rather horrific. But yeah. Yeah, quality always overrules quantity. Indeed. Shadow Chaser can't handle having a beard. Yeah, it's not for everybody. And honestly, I shave my neck so that because otherwise it gets so itchy, I can't do it. So I'm technically not a neck beard. Yeah, and I really love my goatee. So when I do shave, which it'll happen eventually, I'll take a break from the beard and I'll just be back to a goatee. But I'll still have a goatee. I don't like my face without a little bit of beard style thing. Let's see what's coming. Yeah, I will. Pretty soon, I'll be releasing all of the body line. Although it may come in staggered releases, but yeah, we'll be able to have the body stuff like body wash and soap and things like that, all natural, 100% organic. We're gonna have hair care products, shampoo, conditioner, the like, beard oil, balm, and eventually a shaping wax. So yeah. Yeah, the problem is sourcing a vendor or vendors in this case that can work with me to get what I want and then do a repackaging. Which what it does is their formulations and the negotiation and putting that together saves me a lot of hassle on the back end. So, and because it's all organic and for the most part, unless you're allergic to one of the specific ingredients in there that'll be listed, hypoallergenic. So, yeah, trying to get that out. there's so much going on in my life to say. I really do dedicate most of my day to some form of work or another, whether it be YouTube or some of these projects or merchandise. I mean, the stuff we're working on with Beach Punk, for example, the reason that you see that every single day now is we're really pushing the brand. And that store will evolve over time. The products will evolve over time. You probably want to check there every single week because we've now got the Duck Fisney project products going in there. We've got more stuff coming out in a different storefront location, under the Beach Punk name. That store is being built as we speak. We're going to keep pushing forwards. There's going to be products out there that you'll be proud to wear that will last for a long time, high quality. That's what we do. Fish oil is gross, man. Man, some of the fish fertilizer that I use in the greenhouse would knock your socks off. Stuff just reeks. Beard guys, yeah. Sandalwood oil, it's good stuff. That's right. Yep. CNN live TV gets just 86,000 views. If I had 86,000 views, folks, this would be a full-time gig. And you get higher quality production because I could bring another person in to handle a lot of switching and things like that. Yeah, YouTube TV for football. Yep. The rest of the year, just a few streaming services. I'm almost out on streaming services, guys. I'm almost done with it. I never followed West Wing that much, but catching an episode or two was good. Yeah, I mean, there's a show that had political theming in it from the very beginning. And for what was it, 10 seasons maybe, that Aaron Sorkin thing was great because the dialogue was great. And even if you didn't agree with the politics, the stories were very compelling and the dialogue was great. Not to mention it was very fast paced. In fact, they kind of pioneered the walk and talk type of production. I mean, everything, not everything, but most everything there. If you watch those episodes, they're steady cam. They're not fixed position, multicam or single cam. They are moving a lot in that show, walking a lot, which indicates a level of a lot of things, excitement, things like that. And it also it's its own form of drama to have those lengthy conversations while you're moving. It's bonkers. Those sets were built specifically so it can be done that way too. So another important question: do you use shampoo before bed or wash out? Okay, so it depends on what I've used. Like sometimes, like I'll take a good coconut oil, and just give myself, a little bit of a rub through, before bed. I like to make sure everything's nice and clean before I go to sleep. So I take a shower before bedtime 99% of the time. And then I'll still take a shower in the morning, usually after I work out or work outside or whatever. Yeah, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I use, and by the way, warm water and then a cold water rinse is probably one of the best things you can do for anything that's hair based and beard and your scalp. But if you're trying to harden yourself off your metabolism and get into good shape, the cold water rinse is really a good way to go. As cold as you can stand. So, at least in my opinion. Other people could disagree. Coffee, indeed, right here. 2 big ones of these every day. And then, various teas and such. I have Joe Dirt pattern facial hair. Yeah, some people do. I am Knuff. That's right. That's right. Oh, look, it's the lovely Mags. She's so great. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you, dear. What do we have here? Thank you. Oh, hi, Cece. Thank you. Yeah, I was, somebody complimented me the other day on my hair donation, which will happen in November, and I will video it just like I did last time. The reason it's been so long between donations is because I'm trying to make it so that when they do cut my hair, I don't look like Lord Farquaad again. That was disturbing to me. So you're going to fix that page boy afterlook. That ain't happening. Hey, what's up, Q2 Cast TV? Hope you're doing well. Now and no more allegations on Ron Jeremy. He's kind of like institutionalized though now, right? That poor man. He's gonna die in some kind of a room, prison, something. It's gonna be bad. If you sell products that we can get sent over here into the UK, CC, really hope the carrier isn't the UK post office. They couldn't find their own arse with a GPS. Yeah, no, I'll the international stuff will gin up later. Right now we're working on North America, so the US and Canada, but we definitely are going to have international operations as well, including UK, Australia, Asia. You know, we're going to obviously, you know, Central and South America. The North American market's most important, so we got to cover Canada, the US, and Mexico. So got to start there. But no, we'll definitely be in the UK and Europe. Why did BlackRock have to kill science fiction? Well, this is a good question, Max Mercer, and I think it comes down to this. You have to remove anything that's hopeful. Science fiction, no matter, you know, what dystopian versions of it you've seen, and some of the stories that Asimov told, which were kind of, they were warnings, like, don't pursue this path, pursue this is better. You know, he gave us the laws of robotics and simulated or artificial intelligence, and all of those things are great. But they always, most of it had some kind of a hopeful future. Sci-fi was always imaginative. Let's dream something better. Let's do that. And so why did they have to kill science fiction? Well, you have to get rid of anything that's hopeful. They have to beat you down. Your spirits have to be destroyed. You're easier to control when you just feel beaten. I mean, and you know that whether that be physical, like it was, you know, 12,000 years ago, or mentally. It's the same thing. And again, I mean, there's a lot of discussion around conditioning techniques that have been used over the course of the last 8 to 10 years, some more recent than others, that, you know, are being pointed out and widely illustrated now. But it's the same thing. When you control media outlets, media sources, and you remove all hope, there you go. So that's a long-winded answer to a short question. I hope it made sense. I hope, at least that's my perspective anyway. Today on 60 Minutes. Yeah, that was another narrative-based news program. We just didn't know it at the time, just how much misinformation was shoved in there in the form of opinion. Oh, pre-beard and hair? Yeah, no, you guys would have no idea. No, I looked like the tech nerd working in the network operations center that you would picture. Yeah, that was me. And before that, my hair was in wild different styles. I mean, for reasons. Someday we're going to get into the story of culture. Find out what makes him tick. Deliato! Lord Culture Quad. I think I see Rambam. There's Rambam. Saw Fletch. It's Time Prophet. What's up, man? Yeah, you guys in Aussie, you guys don't realize this because of my fondness for Florida. Australia is like right up on the top of my list. So I love you guys a lot. Culture International. Yep, that's the plan. Someday. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere. I wish I could impromptu like Doomcock does on that stuff, but yeah. Dream better. I like that. You should dream better. seriously, anything fantasy and science fiction is dreaming. Science fiction dreams of the future. Try to make those happy dreams. Try not to give us the dystopian stuff all the time. There are better futures out there. It's one of the reasons why so many people love Star Trek, right? Because it was a better future. We moved beyond a lot of simple problems. It was a post-scarcity world. And they're terrified of that, by the way. That's why they're creating scarcity, for what it's worth. Scarcity in petroleum products, scarcity in all of these areas, because that is another way to engender hardship and make your life more difficult. So dream of a future that's prosperous and large and bigger and ever expansive and growing. And don't buy into the lies that, it shouldn't be. Shade. Sleep stream. Yeah, I'm kind of there right now. Photon Ninja as says, I enjoy everything and am miserable. Okay. Well, I love your hair, by the way. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. What's up, General Vague? The interesting thing about science fiction and why it's so prophetic is because there's obvious things that humans could benefit from. And it's a wonder we actually managed to achieve these dreams. I see that. But I always see, I always look for the way to make them happen. A lot of things that I thought about inventing, somebody else got to. I think that's important. What's up, Fletch? The story of culture. Tell us more. I will. I promise later on. Once I'm officially 100% retired from the actual real industry that I'm in, we can start to have some conversations about me. There are four great advances in recorded human history. One was actually recording things. Yes. 2 was navigation. 3 was Rome, and 4 was the modern era. And I will say that all of those things were the result of one thing. Energy, the understanding and the availability of energy, and its ability to be distributed at every point in human history created the next great maneuver, the next great thing. It also inspired inventors to utilize whatever form of energy things were to move things forward. A lot of people don't talk about that. So, consider this: at the dawn of time, or the dawn of mankind, and whether or not you are religious or not, it makes no consequence. I mean, it does to you and me personally, but it doesn't. It doesn't matter from that perspective. So when you start at that point, when man was here, you only had manpower. And we still use those terms. I mean, they've evolved over the years, but it's still the terms. So you had manpower. Man could do things. Man could make crude tools. Man could build things. Then you had fire. Fire became a very powerful form of energy, which was harnessed. At the same time, around fire, domestication of animals came along. Once you could domesticate animals, it's a new form of energy. You could utilize their power to get things done. And all they required was fuel, which was available everywhere because it just ate the ground. So you had a cow, a bull, whatever, oxen, whatnot. You had hunting companions and dogs. We domesticated dogs. And they were helpful there. Cats came along. They were domesticated. They took care of pests and things like that. Mice, rats, all that. And so with every single greatness that we were able to capture, we were able to move forward, right? And I mean, and somebody in the chat makes an observation: horsepower, yeah, any kind of animal. I mean, they domesticated zebras, all kinds of stuff, just depended. You had camels, dromedary, which are elephants and things. But the whole point being is every single great point that mankind was able to sew together was because of a result of the capture, harnessing, acquisition of a new form of energy that then could be translated into a form of work. Our understanding of physics, math, all forms of mathematics, chemistry, et cetera, only advanced things faster, But those discoveries could only be made because we had access to energy to make the relevant connections. So it's just, I think the single most important thing to focus on is that energy is required. Then new forms of energy are even better. Let's have the conversation for somebody like Memes who would understand this. You have better than any of us, including me, unless you're obviously a physicist or something. But fusion, being able to capture fusion will be a game changer, because then the energy won't be scarcity any longer. Does that make sense? So again, artificial energy scarcity is a form of control. So how do you make that happen? And I'm going to leave you here because I don't want to get in trouble for talking about conspiracies or anything else, or going against a particular agenda that's being pushed right now. So fair enough. That was fun. Mock, and he sent me a super sticker. What is up, Mock? Mock is crushing it on his channel lately. Dude's trying to get to 2K by the end of the year. He's getting close. You might want to help him out. Go over there and see if you can help him out. A few hundred more subscribers make a big difference. Yeah, sales is another form of capturing energy, harnessing energy of the wind. Yeah, but unfortunately, it's never quite always the same. It's an entirely other conversation. Yep, the wheel, all of these things were just a way of harnessing energy. Yeah, you guys are brilliant. I love you guys. These are fun conversation. Oh, I know. Fusion is coming. Fusion's the future. But see, that creates a problem for those that are trying to control things. So they have to figure out other methodologies of control. Anyway. Well, we need to, this is okay, so once you have limitless energy, it's relatively easy to produce and harness, which I would argue fusion's we're going to struggle with that for a few years. But then we have to get off this planet. That's why I think I agree with Elon Musk and many others. I think you have to be able to expand beyond our area. We have to now start to understand terraforming. And then begin to understand other forms of life, because I think we're going to find different kinds of life in different places. Obviously not maybe what we would consider intelligent or any of that other stuff, but I think that we're likely to confront or encounter things that we weren't expecting as we expand our location. And we have to expand our location. We are one big rock away from extermination. So culture. Hated the West Wing is straight up propaganda, pro DNC in production. Should have counted as political ad, total trash. It was well scripted, enacted, agitation prop. I understand. I still appreciate the show and the dialogue. I will not disagree with you on the fact that it was very much one side of the equation, especially at the end when they had the opportunity to play fair and balanced like they were saying that they were, and ultimately they chickened out of that decision. Once you're in one side of thinking, unfortunately, it seems with a particular mindset, you can't possibly entertain the idea there's something else better or different that you could accept and move into and be all right with. So thank you, Luis Messina. I appreciate the super sticker, my friend. $1.49. Thank you. I really hope I didn't bore anybody with my thoughts there. I know I tend to drone. Vulcan lives for $4.99. Thanks for all the bonus time today. No, thank you. But I do have to get going. I have a meeting coming up very shortly. I actually have to prepare for. And then we'll be back. We got a great show coming up over on Mr. H's Hcast. That is approximately 3 hours and 14 minutes away. So do check that out. Mr. H Reviews. And then the show's called the Hcast. We are growing. That audience is approaching $1,000 live viewers. And I have a feeling we may crack that by Thursday of this week, or maybe, maybe today, but we're really starting to build. And the stories over there are compelling. The minds are brilliant, and the conversation is funny. It's a good time. And people who send super chats are featured oftentimes in all the clips that are cut out of the show, because that's something as Mr. H does. He does a great job with that. You are all the best. Boosh says, I believe there is life. Me too. It's impossible for life not to exist, right? Advanced life, complex organisms, a special environment situation. Yeah. There's a special classification or category of planet that we've decided that life can exist on, and it's like only one or two categories. So it's a completely different thing. So, yeah, you guys are truly amazing. Exactly. Yeah. People understand my references. This is great. Yeah, just like what happened 12,000 years ago. Culture. Yes. Yeah. One big rock away from complete disaster. And thank you, Mags. This is why you're a great mod. You and Mr. Hughes, and of course Eric K, who's probably hiding in the background somewhere. Eric K is amazing. Yeah, I think all voices have a lot to offer. Some of it good, some of it bad. Yeah, it's a very thoughtful perspective I think more people need to have. You realize that great actors are idiots with a script to read from. I do. Listen to them talk. Honestly, I'm looking forward to that, Rock. Well, I don't root for it too soon. I need all of you for as long as I can have you, for as long as I'm here. Just so you know that. I know that's corny and stuff, but that's always been my perspective. All right, one last pass through the credits, folks, and we're going to call it a day. I love y'all. I really do. All right, I'm going to take myself off the screen for a second. I need to drink some more coffee. Oh, that didn't work. I'll try that again. I'll be right back. Need coffee. I got the screen. All right. You know, this is a great perspective. Do check out Q2 Cast TV. I'm not kidding. Lots of great things to offer there. Boomered it. Yeah, try to get off the screen so I can get my coffee. That's okay. People don't mind seeing their name twice or three times in this game. I can make them scroll smoother. What I'm going to have to do, and I started doing this before, and then we ran into some situations where we had fewer members, but I think I'm going to put them side by side, make it easier to do. All right, everybody, have a great day.